So I've just found my least favourite market on Betfair. Hi, I'm Martin from Betfair Trading Community, if you don't know me. So I'm here basically to help teach you Betfair trading. And one of the things that really kind of winds me up and gets my goat as a Betfair trader is when people think that traders are just gamblers. We're just gambling, we're just betting on things we don't know, we're just betting and we don't understand. Like you can't win, can you? It's gambling. And that always winds me up because I see Betfair trading as much more similar to, say, stock market trading, where you're investing your money in an outcome in sports. And if you've got an edge, if you're clever and you know what you're doing, you can make money, just like stock investing, just like being a professional poker player. All very similar things. But for some reason, betting and things like that really get put in the dark because unfortunately, there are a few people who can't control themselves when they bet. And we always say gamble aware, don't bet on anything unless you think you've got an edge, and don't stake what you can't afford to lose. And ideally, use small stakes. Unless you're at pro level, why would you not be using small stakes? And why would you not start paper trading where you don't put any money on to start with? So we give loads of advice in that regard. We are very, very strong on that. So I found the market I really don't like and something that really, it triggered me. It triggered me. We use that word a lot now, don't we? This did trigger me. And it was on cricket and it was in an IPL match today. Now, I'm a big fan of cricket. I'm a big fan of the IPL. I like the Chennai Super Kings. They're my favourite team in it, like watching them play. So they've got a game today. So I was having a look at the odds on that. And the match odds market was, fairly close to evens. Okay, all right, that's fine. Then I saw a market. Now, I don't know why. Obviously, I've seen this market before, but I don't know why I haven't really focused it in my brain. I think it's just because you get so many markets on this kind of left-hand side of Betfair, don't you? You just kind of ignore, like, most of them because you know the ones you're going to use most of the time. With cricket, for me, it's always going to be match odds, maybe completed match, in case, there's something happening with the weather. And also tied match, in case it gets towards the end, it looks like it could be a tie. I always try and cover that if I've got a nice green, because remember on Betfair, if you've got a green on the match odds market, if the match is tied, even if you've got a green on both sides, you won't make profit. You just get your money back, which is really disappointing if you've been trading really well for a few hours, as can happen obviously on cricket. So anyway, let's get to the market. This is the market. To win the toss. To win the toss. Now, if someone wanted to come at me about the gambling thing, this is the market they could use. If someone that I spoke to, who doesn't really understand what Betfair trading is, like when I tell people, my personal life, like people I've just met or friends or whatever, they could look at this market and go, yeah, Martin, you say Betfair trading is about making good decisions, making informed choices, investing wisely in an outcome that you think has a better chance of happening than the odds that are being presented to you. But how do you explain this market to win the toss? Because we all know the odds of winning the toss, right? Do we? There's two options, right? When you toss a coin, heads or tails, okay? So 100% of the outcome will be heads or tails. They both have an equal chance. Therefore, they both have a 50% chance of happening, okay? I get it, right? Don't teach your grand to suck eggs. Pretty much all of you watching will fully understand that. And that's why I'm using this as a great example of what winds me up. Why on earth would you have this market? Because you're not going to bet this. So if you're betting this market, if you're backing Chennai Super King at odds on to win the toss, you're an idiot. I'm sorry, but I don't know how else to say it. But you're an idiot because there's no way over time that strategy can make you money. And it can't even make you money if you back it at even. So you might think, well, yeah, but I'll break even. No, you won't. Commission, right? Let's say I put £100 on. I'm not going to place this bet. Don't worry about that. But let's say I put that £100 on. I'm going to lose at least £2 of that in commission, right? So over time, I'm going to lose £2 a time. And that is just crazy. It's just crazy to do that. And therefore, this market shouldn't exist. Let's have a little look at the graphs, right? Okay, maybe there can be some redemption arc from the graphs. Let's have a little look. Okay, so the money has only been traded. It's been traded at 1.99. Someone is backing this at 1.99. And again, the problem is, even if you laid, you're not going to make any money because of commission. And even if you back, You're not going to make any money. So yeah, you might win an individual time. So you might just place this once and go, well, I just want to bet on something that's 50-50 and I just want to gamble. Okay, but that's not what we do with Betfair trading. That's never what we're about. That almost sounds like someone who's trying to chase their losses. So you might come into this market and go, I just want to risk everything. Why not just go play roulette? Go bet on red or black, right? Because it's as clever as doing that. And that isn't clever either, by the way. So this is the kind of stuff that can be used as a stick to beat us with. And that's what annoys me, because this market shouldn't have £518 matched on it. This market should not have money matched on it. And again, people backing odds on. Now let's see if people have been like, no one's laying above evens because they're not stupid. And so, but then again, why people are backing at evens or even 1.99 or laying at those odds? Because commission, they're not going to make money. So again, this market is absolutely nuts, and it shouldn't really exist. There's no need for it. There's never going to be that. I mean, I've just shown you all the match prices. None of them are anywhere near something that's close to value. Right? If you were sitting here in KKR with 2.06, you might go, yeah, even 2.04. You'll have a slight margin, right? But it's only slight. And again, that's why this kind of thing annoys me, because this market is just a gambling market, right? There's no research you can do on this. You might go, oh yeah, but Martin, I've researched the IPL tosses, and heads has actually happened 55% of the time. Now, if you've got some sort of research like that, you might try and justify it. But for me, it's still crazy, because we know the odds. That's probably just variance. And therefore, you move on from that particular statistic. But it's interesting that this exists, because you'd feel like on Betfair there's no need for it. But that's not actually true, because there is a need for this market. And the reason there's a need for it, the reason Betfair put it up, is that people will bet on it. So Betfair will make money from this market. They're the only ones actually in the long term that make money from this market. So Betfair will love this market. This is the perfect market for Betfair. And it's the perfect market for people who just want to gamble, because people who just want to gamble aren't really looking for an edge. They don't care. People who go to Vegas, they're not looking for an edge, because they're never getting one on the slot machines. They're never getting one on the roulette table. If they're not amazing at counting cards, they're never getting anyone on blackjack, right? So reality is, in this situation, Betfair always has the edge, and in that situation, the casino always has the edge. Now, should I bemoan this market too much? Probably not. Here's why. I want gamblers on Betfair, right? Now, my video might sound counterintuitive, because I'm actually warning people off this. But I know that people who are clever enough to watch our videos aren't going to want to be gambling. They're not people stupid enough to try and be gambling, betting on things without doing the research, without understanding why they have an edge or if they have an edge. So I don't mind telling you guys this stuff, but I want gamblers on Betfair, because people who are willing to back in a situation where they can't possibly have an edge are the people who I can make money from on other markets. Not so much this market, because there's no margin, right? But what about other markets where people just want to back Man United because they support the team? They don't really know of its value. And then I know that the value's too short and I can lay, right? What about those kinds of situations where you go, oh, I know that gamblers are just piling in here and actually there's value? So I don't mind gamblers. I don't like this market. I'm not going to bemoan it too much because of the reason I've just said. But again, this is the kind of thing where someone could point to you and go, if you're betting on this market, you shouldn't be trying to do Betfair trading because you're not trying to find an edge. And it's just a gambler's market at the end of the day. If you like this video, you feel like this video is helpful at all, I want to inform you. I want to kind of warn you off things, guys. Say the word toss, okay? Because, we don't want to be betting on who's going to win the toss in this match. You could use another word to describe it that's close to that if you want. What's your favourite market? What's your least favourite market? Let me know. I always find that stuff really interesting. I find it amazing. What do people trade on outside of the usual match odds, goals, to win the race, place markets and horses, etc., etc. All right, guys, have a great week. But most importantly of all, as ever, hope you make some money trading on Betfair.